And I feel that that's another thing in relationships. It's, I'm going to change you to be the person I want you to be. Or, I didn't see this coming. It's that transparency is so important. And I feel in any relationship, transparency is key.
Plenty of couples write off prenuptial agreements as a jinx or as an indicator that a marriage is uncertain. Others see prenups as an opportunity to fully understand the personal and financial partnership you're entering into. What is your guys' take on it?
I think it's a good thing.
I think it's a good thing too.
I mean, you never know who you're marrying. I mean, okay, let me take that back. Some marriages are not always about love.
Yes.
So a prenup is good for that reason.
Okay. What about if the marriage is about love? Do you still feel like it's a good?
Yes, I think prenup takes care of the relationship if it's about to end. If. It's all an if.
Yeah, I remember that somebody once told me if you choose to do a prenup, you're already looking towards the divorce. Now, at that time, I did agree with them. I think after living life and some experiences and just, growing, I think personally prenups protect you to not have to let other things get involved if that time comes, because I was just talking when I was going back to change. When you marry someone, you know them. You don't know who they're going to be in 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 years, because we're constantly evolving humans. And the one thing you cannot control in life is another human. You may try to, because there are relationships like that.
I agree with that.
But a human is its own person. It has its own way of being. It will evolve in its own way. The point is for a relationship to evolve together, to evolve amicably. And if that time comes where you guys are like, hey, I don't think this is working out. We love each other, but let's go this way. You at least are like, we did that, And I also think that when you come into something, you come in with baggage, positive and negative. And I shouldn't have to have a part of that baggage if you came with it before me. And you shouldn't have of whatever I've worked for before you.
What do you think about this?
I can lean either way. And that's where I've always said that I can lean either way. I mean, I have seen family members where, they take you to the cleaners when it goes ugly. And that's really sad to see in any relationship when it falls apart. But at the same time, I'm a very independent woman, and I believe in having my independence. I believe in having ownership of my things and my own bank account and control of my things. But at the same time, I think in the back of my mind, that's where I can lean either way. It's whoever I'm willing to commit to. Whoever I am willing to commit to, I got to look at it as, do I want to spend the rest of my life? Am I willing to put in the work to spend the rest of my life? And then having that conversation with the other person, is this forever? Because if there's even a doubt in my mind, it's like, well, they could, That's where I'm like, I think that's where I stand on it, where it's like, again, that's where I can lean either way. I do believe in people wanting to protect their assets, but I do also believe in donde no hay confianza, no hay amor. Where there's no trust, there's no love.
But there's also a statistic that marriages last. There's a 50% chance that it lasts. I think with a prenup, by a prenup, you take care of the relationship. You take care of the relationship between you and your partner. I don't know where I'm going with this, but I think what I mean? It's like you preserve that relationship by having a prenup. Everything is written down so you could actually relax.
Exactly.
Because
so
you don't
no
have
confusion.
the fear of thinking that what happens if we get a divorce? How am I going to react? How is my partner going to react?
Right. And in that time, people show you different sides of them. So it's like, if that was to even, for whatever reason, who knows, come to, we already have this written down and we can be sad, mad, angry, whatever.
But it's written down.
We are speaking about this in clear-headed times. and we are not adding emotion to this right now,
Exactly.
and that's why it's safer and it's smarter to do it now.
Yeah.
But you don't know what that person is gonna mentally go through 10 years from now.
Or what you are gonna go
Or
through.
what you're
I
gonna
mean,
go
you
through.
can also
You know,
become already like a demon
Yeah.
and want everything for yourself. Like,
yeah,
you don't know.
or you can, you know, be a mom or dad, a stay at home, and be like, I'm tired of this BS. I want, you know, like, I don't know, so many things can happen in life that it's not even like, oh, I fell out of love, and now because we fell out of love, we're divorcing. Like, so many things can happen.
And this is true. Like I said, that's where I lean both ways many times, where I believe wholeheartedly, and it's like, if there's an uncertainty, then don't get married. You can spend the rest of your life with this person without having the contract. In the end, it's a
Yeah.
contract. It's a binding contract
is a
between
contract.
two people. You can be eternal with someone without having that contract, because what is prenup? A contract.
Right.
And so I think that's where I lean towards
Yeah.
it. But at the same time, I also look at it as, I've seen ugly. I've seen where money brings out the worst in people. And that's the same with not just prenups. I always say this is the same with even will and testaments, with you know, with their trust. Cross your T's, dot your I's, because dinero, it really brings out los cuernos in people. Like, you really see that.
And also, I think as a woman, for me, it's more safe to have a prenup, because back in the day, women had less to say about things. And if there wasn't a divorce, women usually would have less or get less, unless they have kids or any other reasons. But I think it's just a way of protecting yourself as a woman as well.
And I think whether you're a businesswoman and you're bringing more assets to the table than your partner, or if you're the man bringing more assets to the table than your partner, I think it's also understanding that if you are creating this bind with someone, it doesn't matter what you do moving forward. From this moment on, this person is going to have an influence in it. They're either going to be emotional support, physical support. They're either going to be a business partner with you, or they're going to be the person that has to listen to all the crap you feel and deal with when you come home or while you're at home. And that has value.
Emotional,
That
support.
1000%.
Yeah.
Whether you're a stay-at-home mom, a stay-at-home dad, whether, you know, whatever it is.
Right.
She could be her own businesswoman. He can be his own business empire. You guys are going to elevate because of the person you have next to you that is believing in you, that is giving you words of affirmation, that is telling you keep going, that is pushing you, that is assisting you. Like,
It
come
might
on.
have also stepped back, taken this, you know, the back
Yeah.
seat for this
For
person.
you.
to
Yeah.
continue.
Like, what if I was, you know, a business owner and decided I think I'm going to support my husband for the next 3 years in his career, which means I'm going to have to step down from maybe the goals I had as a woman. So maybe I'm not going to reach X amount of money or success in my career, but I'm helping my partner because it's 2 in 1.
Yeah,
Right.
there's
and,
so many
and
cases.
see, like I said, I lean either way, but I also feel that what's so important in any relationship is transparency.
Yeah.
I always say, I'm like, you're not going to change me. If you met me when I was 6, if you met me now, I'm the same person. I haven't changed. La misma traviesa. And I feel that that's another thing in relationships. It's, I'm going to change you to be the person I want you to be. Or, I didn't see this coming. It's that transparency is so important. And I feel in any relationship, transparency is key. And again, that's a contract. Whatever contract you're doing, there's fine print, right? Give the fine print. Read it out loud. It's very important in whatever your relationship
Read it out
you're in.
loud and slowly, not like those commercials of
Well, we need to take a quick break, but we'll be right back with Gia and Mike.